Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spot where we bring you all the beautiful guitars reviewed just for you. And I have one very exciting guitar that just arrived, and this is actually the Japanese made Yamaha, and I have a LS finally, the LS36. I finally got a LS36 that arrived, and this is one LS36 that blew my mind. It really blew my mind, and I'm so honored to be here to review this because I'm gonna break it down. Maybe today was gonna be the first review, and I'll do another review because it's a underrated guitar that I like to speak about. Okay, and let me get this guitar review started. This guitars are all made in Japan, and when people think about Yamaha, they think about entry level guitars. But when you think about Yamaha in terms of Japanese made, the Japanese made is only a handful of skilled luthiers that make this guitar handmade, literally. In fact, this guitar should sell at least 10 grand once you understand the philosophy of how it's built and why it's built. And Japanese, working in a Japanese, previously I worked in a Japanese company for about 15 and a half 5 months, 15 over years. I realized they always take the long haul thinking in terms of the way they construct the all their plans in terms of quality control. They are really anal about having great quality control, and they always have the customers in mind, and they think through, they overthink with a lot of things, which actually is good because that came out with all the um, we all know about um, Toyota's cars. They're made to last. Even Lexus really is better than some of the most of the European and even the American cars, especially in Singapore. They don't break down that often, and they last, especially and they are very robust. And this guitar itself is robust itself. Here we have a LS36, which looks like an OM. The size of the top, it looks like an OM. The back and side, this one has really tight grain Indian rosewood. You can see the coloration of this is really tight grain. Beautiful top. The top is actually Engelmann spruce top, and it has abalone purflings over this. And all the tops in Japan, they were all has the ARE. What's the meaning of ARE? The tops are all seasoned. They quite torrefied in terms of using heat and temperature to age the molecules of the microscopically of the tops and even the wood. When you look at a Yamaha guitar, they are all the woods are all seasoned, things like that. Okay, under the hood is very important. Is a very forward shift X brace that is 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees in terms of the X brace, and the tone bars are not the tone bars, and also the X brace are non-scallop. However, they are cross sectionally, they are like triangularly cut, so you have less mass, but still obtain a prevents the top from structurally from bloating, unlike some of the American counterparts, which sound really good. And that way you have a very clear crystal tone in terms of the trebles, clarity that you later you'll listen to. Okay, what's the difference? The bindings are all maple binding on this wood, maple binding, and also the other thing is you have a special C block that is on the neck. It's dovetail, but the C block basically gives a stability on terms of the neck to the body, and then it brings the vibration to the back. And also the side braces, where there's one side braces there here that is connected to the top and bottom to so that the top will vibrate to the sides and the back, and then vice versa, and then bring out the tone. That way you have a very clear tone. You got a 5-piece neck that is built on this. Okay, and also the 42 style, like the Martin inlays on this guitar. And then coming that bone saddle, you have the Yamaha satin finish, 5-piece neck, and even the guitar tuners that are built in here with the Yamaha logo on this. Okay, the difference between this tops against the how is this made compared to the China ones that are LS16, things like that. These are all way lighter. Number two. Number two is their necks in the China mates. They fit the necks and then they spray the whole guitar and then they satin finish the necks. Whereas this one is they will finish the tops and the backs, and then after that fit the necks separately. The other thing, secondly, is the finish uses on the China ones, the lower end from the 16 and below are all polyurethane, whereas they use nitro on this finish so that it ages well, beautifully, and that's the key about this. Okay, something to note about this guitar is you will know that even though it looks like a Grand Concert or OM, the depth of this is similar to a, let's say, a Martin. This is a D28. The thickness is the same. It's the same. So if you take an OM28, for example, because this is almost 4 inches, you find that it doesn't sit in that well compared to a general OM42 or 4028. And then because of the depth of this, you have slightly a little bit more of that lower end bass that you won't find in a normal, for example, OM series guitar. So you have a little bit more bottom end. So now I'm just gonna. You'll notice that the tone is very aged, number one, and even my son and my wife said something about this guitar is it's very clear. It has very clear. Exceptionally loud. So one thing to note is you may be asking, if the guitars made in Japan are so good, why is it not popular outside Japan or outside in the world or in America? let me just say this, because having worked with the Japanese, I can tell you, the Japanese are so honest that they are not, they don't hype out things like some of the Americans, like certain brands. I don't want to mention the brands from T or M, you know, and especially T, Taylor's. Okay. And they don't make because that's the way Asians are. And I think also because they have a limited supply, they are really busy and they can't really cope. So if you were to do just a search on LS 36, you won't find a lot. You won't even find a lot of videos. Maybe my videos will be one of the few English videos that gives you a little bit of strumming, finger style, and a little bit into the construction of the guitar, a little bit of that. And it's sad because I think this guitar, in terms of value, is it's double the amount. You know, for if you understand how is it made and things like that, the craftsmanship, the 5-piece neck, how is it carved, and the way I see, even, you know, as a tech also, to see the neck joint to the body and how the saddle, there's sufficient amount of saddle height, giving enough torque to produce that, engineering the whole guitar to give you that beautiful robust tone that is, and the H tone, and it's really amazing. It has a very organic woody tone. So if you can find this guitar in Singapore, in the States, things like that, and you may be asking, it's just a Yamaha. No, these are the different. It's way different from the ones, the LS16 or the LL16 you played. You think those are good? Those are really very good, but this is way much better in terms of clarity. You get a wider spectrum of tone. You get a matured. You can hear glassy kind of the handmade type. Think about the Gudors type, and this is really, in terms of that, it's better. And I like the neck profile, because the neck profile is slightly slimmer a bit. It fits better if you're playing live and in finger style. Some music. Just stands out. I would say this will be one of the underrated guitars. Yeah, it's really underrated guitar. know, there's something I had in my mind, so I just played it, and it's not perfect yet, but I hope you like it. You know. Woo! That's how it sounds on the third fret. Oh man, sorry I got carried away. When you are enjoying a fantastic guitar, just like a meal, you get carried away, you know. The music is good, the wine is good, the company is fantastic, you're in the magical flow, you're in the flow. you.